My name is Ester Brym and I'm the director, producer, editor of Butterflies, which is a feature-length documentary about YouTube.
Where are you from, Esther?
I'm from the Czech Republic, Prague.
So when did you move to the States?
I moved to the United States in 1997. I came to New York City and I stayed there for 10 years and went to school, and then in 2007 I moved to LA to shoot a film.
Did you come to America to make movies?
I came to America to eventually go to college, and after I spent 4 years at school, I started working, and yeah, I started making movies. So.
Was it film school?
It was. Editing was my concentration, so yeah, I studied film, yeah, pretty much.
Tell me a little bit about Butterflies. What made you decide to make it? Where did that idea come from?
Well, basically with Butterflies, it is my first feature film, and it actually became a little bit bigger than I originally planned to. The whole idea about shooting people who are famous or reality stars on the internet came just because I was really interested in YouTube. I was watching it, that's what I was doing in my free time. And lots of people were asking me, why am I watching people on the internet? And I just tried explaining to them that there is a community. There is people who actually have a following, and they are like these little internet stars. And as I kept explaining this over and over, I figured maybe I should just go and see these people and interview them and see how they did it. And I ended up shooting for almost 2 years. I started pre-production at the end of 2007, and we had a cast and crew screening April 2009.
Looking back, is there anything you would have done differently?
Yeah, many things. Many things, but actually all the things that I would have done differently, I knew that I wanted to do them differently, but I just couldn't because I didn't have the money to do that. So yeah, let's just leave it at that.
So this side of your film now, is there anything that you would tell IP members going to starting a documentary right now, never having done a documentary, what should they look out for?
I think the most important thing about documentaries is probably your story or your subjects. They need to, be comfortable with camera, and they need to have some kind of a story that you can pull out. Just, I guess, interesting character, because otherwise, even if the subject of the film is so interesting and it's so new and it's right now happening, you need to have the interesting people tell the story. And I think the main thing about documentaries is I always talk to filmmakers and they always say, I really want to make a movie and I don't have money. And for me it was like, I really want to make a movie, I don't have money, but I have money for other things, so how about I don't get those other things and make the movie? So I would just say, just go and... Actually, I already had all the equipment and I'm an editor, so I just figured, since it started only as a bunch of interviews, I figured I'll just finance myself. And I just had savings, so that's what I used for the funding. And then eventually when I ran out of money, I just put an ad out there and just asked people to volunteer or intern, give me their time to work on a film that's almost completed. So funding pretty much all private and all from my own savings. And the co-producer Tom Duty also, he came in and invested money. So it was never meant to be let's get rich. It was more like, this is really interesting, let's make a movie, it's our hobby.
What would you say surprised you most about the success of Butterflies? Like, how quickly did it come? Talk to me a little bit about the success.
Well, actually, it's just kind of crazy because I've been surrounded by filmmakers my whole life, so I understand that your first film usually doesn't go anywhere, and I was not planning to go anywhere. And when we started submitting to festivals, we are of course submitting to the wrong festivals. And then thanks to you actually advise us to submit to different festivals, small festivals, because we are indie film and first-time filmmakers. So I think right away, the first festival we opened, we got an award. And I think that was the most surprising thing, because I didn't even think we were going to actually show at festivals. I just, I was always hoping we release online, possibly, but I didn't even think of the traditional form. So the fact that we were able to receive awards, and the fact that the film got so much attention, I don't know if it's because of the film itself, if it's because of the subject, or if it's because of the way we market it, because I use lots of social media. one of these things, or all of them, just got lots of attention. So the whole thing surprises me.
I want to talk to you a little bit about distribution. I know where you ended up, but talk to me about the path of distribution. So you got a little bit of success in the film festival circuit. Did you then try to approach the mainstream?
Well, actually, from the beginning, I was never hoping for traditional distribution, and I was never going to look into it. But as we were going to festivals, traditional distributors started contacting us. So yeah, we started, of course, hoping maybe something bigger could come out of it, and we were very excited that somebody contacted us, and we were sending out DVDs every time somebody was interested, and we got a distribution offer right away, actually, from Journeyman Pictures, who is a UK-based company that concentrates only on documentaries. But we were taking our time because we were waiting, maybe somebody even bigger comes along. And the truth is, I don't know actually if I believe in traditional distribution with a film like I have, because it is really low budget, and because of the form of the film and the audience, I think the audience is online. So we ended up kind of going both ways. We gave exclusive TV rights to Journeyman Pictures, but we kept all the other rights, so we can do anything we want while we kind of have the door open.
Did Journeyman, excuse me, did Journeyman give you a minimum guarantee up front? What was the can you talk about the deal?
Yeah, I can. We have not got anything, no numbers ever were told to us, and till today, I mean, I think the deals are that we get statements every half a year, and we only signed in October. So I'm actually, at this point, not sure at all if anything is going to come from it, or if it's even going to cover any cost or no. But there were no numbers at all from the beginning.
And you didn't ask for them, like, what did you want to get in return if you weren't looking for, do you just want exposure of your film?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, because for us this was actually a bonus. Since we didn't expect distribution at all, we wanted to be in a company of good films, and we wanted to be in company, because we could reach our audience online, but it's really hard for us to reach audience anywhere else because we don't have the right connections. So traditional distribution, or having a representative like that who takes us to other festivals or to other markets, was more important for us, just to kind of establish ground for possible next project.